Salams and greetings everyone, and welcome back to my series based on my free ebook, The 40 Divine Values of Wellbeing and Success in Islam, which you can get from tinyurl.com/40 divine values. These upcoming videos are based on chapter 11, The Power of Gratitude in Islam. Gratitude, subhanAllah, is a topic that's so close to my heart because more than anything, gratitude and faith ground me, they anchor me, they help me to stay positive and strong throughout my day. So to all my non-Muslim friends who are watching, I believe that the knowledge that I'm going to be sharing with you, you will find deeply enriching and very inspiring. So let me begin. From an Islamic perspective, gratitude is not just a feeling. It's a powerful spiritual tool. It's a mindset, it's a way of living. And it's something that impacts how we think, how we respond, the choices we make, the way we treat other people. So that being said, what are the 7 ingredients that can help me develop a grateful mindset to be able to have this spiritual tool throughout my life for my highest well-being and success? The first ingredient for a grateful mindset is simply pausing throughout my day, taking moments to notice, to recognize, to be mindful of the infinite blessings that are all around me, from the food I eat, the clean water I get to drink, the fresh air, the clean clothes, the people I love, and then acknowledging the source of those infinite blessings. So number 2 is where I choose to express that thankfulness to the source, who is God, the creator of all that is. And there's so many ways I can do that. One way is simply through a quiet, silent, private prayer, a private whisper, a conversation to God, telling him how deeply thankful you are for the blessing that you've just noticed. Or it can be also through formal prayers. The third ingredient for a grateful mindset is developing contentment and patience. So for example, if we don't get what we want, expectations are not met, which is part of daily life, hardships and ease are part of daily life, and knowing that God always gives me what I need. So by maintaining that patience and staying content, it helps me to strengthen the gratefulness in my heart and mind. The fourth ingredient of a grateful mindset is sharing those blessings that I have. Whether it's helping others in various ways, giving charity, being generous, offering a smile. When I do these acts of sharing blessings, it fills me with goodness. It fills me with a strong positive feeling, and it makes me more grateful and wanting to do more. The fifth ingredient is fulfilling my spiritual obligations. So there are many spiritual obligations that God directly has chosen and ordained for us that by default help us to maintain and keep growing our gratitude, whether it's through daily prayers, fasting, or other practices. The sixth ingredient for a grateful mindset is humility. Humility helps me to recognize that I am dependent fully and completely on God for everything, for my power, for my strength. I rely on him for guidance, for support, for well-being. So in other words, recognizing that I'm always in need of him and that he's the one who controls all that is. So this habit of humility helps me to remain grounded and to strengthen my gratefulness and dependency on him. And the seventh ingredient for a grateful mindset is avoiding being ungrateful. In other words, avoiding denying anything that is in my life. All the gifts are from anyone other than him. So ask yourself right now, what blessings have I been taking for granted? What's something small? Maybe the warmth of the sunlight or a kind word from someone. What's something that I can thank God for today? Because once I start noticing more consistently, more regularly, then I actually realize that every moment is an opportunity for gratitude. And here's the beautiful part. In the Quran, my holy book, it says something powerful in chapter 14, verse 7. It teaches me that the more I thank him, the more he promises to give. His direct words are, if you are grateful, I will surely increase you in favor. So this spiritual law tells me that the more I'm growing in my habit of thanking him and recognizing him in my life, the more he actually increases me in abundance and well-being. So when we live with gratitude, it opens the door for even more blessing, for more goodness. And not just material ones, but peace of mind, joy, wellness, and most importantly, connection to my Creator. So that's a glimpse of how gratitude works in Islam. It's not just about saying thank you with words, but really living it through our thoughts, our actions, our responses, our prayers, and how we treat others. So even when life feels challenging, we try and anchor ourselves in thankfulness, because every breath, every blessing, every moment is actually a gift. Well, to end off, I hope that this gave you something meaningful to reflect on, whatever your background or beliefs. And I hope I see you in the next video, where we'll dive into some of my favorite and beautiful verses from the Quran on gratitude.